Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for your feedback on the last Tesla Model Y video and also the copper drop video that I just posted about an hour and 12 minutes ago. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your positive feedback and just allowing me to keep going on and on with this new series and doing more automotive content. Also, I'm on summer vacation. That means you can expect some more frequent uploads when I ever get the chance to do more frequent upload videos and kind of think of ideas after, like I said, I've been in school. I've been really busy, but like I said, I'm here reacting to some videos for you and kind of what to expect for new models coming through. And since, like I said, we reviewed the Tesla Model Y and that went pretty well. And like I said, I love the feedback on it. And it kind of got me thinking of, since they came out with the Tesla Model Y, we're going to come out with the Tesla Model S. And it kind of what my cues are. And like I said, I'm really impressed with how they redesigned the Tesla Model Y. And I'm looking at these promo shots of the Tesla Model S for 2026. And you just look at everything from 2020 and look at everything from 2026. Just look at how all these redesign of these vehicles. You have the Subaru Outback being redesigned for 2026. The Solterra, it's a big improvement. Your Trail Seeker from Subaru is its very first EV itself. And then you have more. Um, so you have some more models of redesigns from Toyota, Hyundai, Honda, lots of other things. And since we're doing this little series on Tesla, why not do a video based on the Tesla Model S redesign and how does it compare to its predecessor from previous generation for 2025? And that's kind of what I want to do. So without further ado, let's get started with how I feel about this. So this is the promo shot for the Tesla Model S for 2026. This is the brand new redesigned, refreshed version, and I do like everything they did with this new redesign. Took the features out of the Cybertruck with that light board that streaks across the front, and basically one zonk I would really say for the Tesla Cybertruck, those are actual headlights with that light bar. The actual headlights are actually above the trim for the bumper. And it's kind of one zonk. That's a kind of a big zonk, I would say, the for the front, and that's kind of what pissed me off about the Cybertruck. And I don't like the Cybertruck. It's not my favorite, but like I said, it's a design that I feel unconfident with saying because I thought the light bar was a headlight, but no, the headlight is kind of below. But it's a no hate, but hopefully they may redesign it and kind of take that design feature and redesign the whole Cybertruck thing. But let's focus on the Tesla Model S real quick. So with the design features with that light bar, I like how they designed it and took the design features with the new Tesla Model Y, and they kind of just have this really cool headlight that goes across the front. I like what they did with the front and kind of just redesign it. A facelift, they make aerodynamic curtains for air to go through, and like I said, goes through the aerodynamics and everything just comes together as a whole. And this is like I said, this aerodynamics basically shows for a much longer range because it's like you're not getting all that air resistance, and you have this grill that kind of cools down the batteries, cools down the motors, and like I said, allowing air to pass through. And my favorite piece that goes together is the taillights. Very integrated, and just they kind of tucked that light bar inside the integrated part and make it look like it's illuminating onto the streets as you're driving, and how they took the license plate itself and they kind of just integrated with the rear bumper I think this is plastic here. Because I know most modern ones do have plastic. And that's okay for aerodynamics, so I'm not gonna zonk them on that because I know most modern ones do have this plasticky front bumper. Let's see what else. And these are little AI photos over here from these promo shots and some little artist renditions. Like I said, I love how they took all the design features from the Cybertruck and used it with the new Tesla Model Y. And now looking at the Tesla Model S, because I was thinking, like I said, they came out with the Tesla Model Y. Well, how about they come out with the Tesla Model S and then the Model 3? Then hopefully they take all these designs with this unveiling since the Tesla Model Y, and then take that, put it into the Model S, and put it into the Model 3s, and just keep off that facelift. And hopefully, because I know like every facelift is basically every few years, depending on what manufacturer, what model. Like Subaru, Toyota, it's probably every 2 or 3 years they may come out with a redesign or a total redesign of, like I said, they did it with the Outback. They changed it from a station wagon to an SUV, which I was kind of biased on it. And like I said, these are promo shots of the Tesla Model Y. The same design features. Also, I'm going to read them some numbers. Right, real quick. So, the Tesla Model S, we're going to have some new features. We're going to have 3 motors. We're going to have longer range and longer, maybe short. We have longer range, maybe shorter charge times. The average is about 10 to 80 is about 30, 35 minutes. Maybe this might be the same, might be shorter, just because it's just the technology and just the fast charging as usual. Let's see. I'm going to actually react to a video that kind of explains it a bit. Also, this is from the REC Anything channel. Just give them a subscribe to the channel, like their video. I'm going to put the link in the description down below. This video minutes long, 1 minute and 30 seconds long. So it's going to be pretty quick and kind of give me a little bit of the numbers based on this 90-second video. Let's get started.
Tesla is going to reveal the new 2026 Tesla Model S later.
I think they're probably going to unveil it probably early 2026. Maybe sooner.
This year. But based on the latest spy photos, we believe that it will look very similar to these renders.
Yeah, I'm really
In terms of design, the new Model S will receive an LED light strip across.
And also, with the interior wise, I heard it's going to be a much quieter when I did the Tesla Model Y video. I said they mentioned the acoustic glass feature, where if you didn't know what acoustic glass is basically just multi-layer pieces of glass. And think of it as a music room where your sound waves will be bouncing off those walls and making that bouncing off and making it quieter so it bounces off. It doesn't spread to anywhere else in other rooms, making it louder. They used to those boards absorb all of that sound waves, and that's kind of what they're doing with the glass and making multi-layer, making it acoustic so it doesn't, so all these road noises bounce off and make the interior much quieter.
The entire width of the front end, just like the Cybertruck and the upcoming Cybercab, while the main headlights unit.
Yeah, they're mentioning the Cybercab, so it's a full self-driving Uber basically. They get you from point A to point B. If you're going on a restaurant downtown or somewhere, you just call up an Uber and it will self-drive you downtown.
Units are built into the bumper just below. The side profile remains unchanged, but the rear end is completely redesigned, getting a new 3D LED light strip across the entire width of the car, flanked by very slim taillights. The license plate holder is now located on the rear bumper. The powertrain is expected to get a boost in range, being able to cover up to 700 kilometers on a single.
So 700 kilometers, which if you're in the United States, it's about 435 miles, which that's still pretty impressive to see. Because I thought it was like one time it said it's like 450 miles, but like I said, the numbers may change, but they said 700 kilometers, that's about 435 miles on one single charge. I mean, that's, if you exclude, if you're using the AC or using the heater, it may eat up the range, but on average, it's about 435 miles or 700 kilometers on a single charge.
We also expect a slightly higher output from the 3 electric motors, delivering up to 1,100 horsepower and a sprint to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds.
Wow. 2 seconds. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. I mean, that's wild. Wild.
Inside,
Yeah, because most Teslas are about 3 to 4 seconds, if that. But 2 seconds, that's pretty darn fast.
the dashboard layout will remain unchanged, but you will get improved upholstery, new ambient lighting, and a bigger rear screen for.
Okay, we got some really good modern features here. You still have the same charger pads. We have this heads-up display similar to our normal gauges on a regular car. And just look at it, it's mostly information on the vehicle, your battery range, and a lot of things. And it's everything's mostly still controlled by the singular screen. You're controlled at everything. We have this series of wood grain still, as normal Teslas would. Wood grain on the window sills here and there. Wood grain on below the charger pads and the console itself. I like this black and white interior here. Looks very cool and just comfy. I do like how they did with the walls too. Just this black and white contrast here kind of integrates that. So with this new design features, we have a bigger screen in the rear. I heard they're making like headphones where you can just connect to Bluetooth, and your passengers will enjoy a movie as they're hearing on their headphones. So you don't have to hear it as you're driving, or your passenger in the front's not going to hear it. You can play movies in the front passenger side. Hopefully, it doesn't distract you when driving. It's only meant for your front passenger. And yes, you have your phone chargers in the back too if you have passengers that really want to charge their phones. Yes, you have a charger pad here next to the cup holders
for climate controls. Guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks.
And just for that, I will like this video. I'll hit my subscribe button and my post notifications. Okay, so that was fun. Just looking at the Tesla Model S. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Give you some feedback on this new video about the Tesla Model S. We'll probably get to see an unveiling. I'll probably react to that, but like I said, it's going to be later 2025, maybe early 2026 if we probably get it sooner, but that's what we're looking at. So I'll see you guys in the next video.